So getting a nice controlled side control, a lot of options here. You control the shoulder here, which a lot of times will allow you to have a free hand. I can come here. This is a nice no-gi grip. It's just when you get here, it's kind of a tell, because as soon as I relieve pressure, that bottom person knows that I'm going to move for something. So using that shoulder, and we're going to utilize the lapel. So one thing to stay away from is creating that space to try and pull it out. I'm opening all this for defense on the bottom. Okay. Arm on the shoulder, or the hip, sorry, knee to the hip, and here. And I want my head facing the hips. Once you get the lapel out, you want to take as much slack out as possible. Okay, easy way to feed it is to go palm up and under. Okay. Now, a good gauge is a lot of the gis have the labels. So that's a nice spot to get. Reason is that allows for a better transition for the grip here. Okay. If I grab too shallow once I let go, I lose that control. So if not, it's about a 4-finger grip. Okay. So I want to make sure I get all that slack out, feed it as close as you can to the armpit, control, and pull back. Now I have that free hand. Okay. Once you get that grip, we now go to the knee on stomach position. Okay. But technically it's not knee on stomach as much as it's knee on chest. Okay. Here, he can still sit up. He can hip escape. Here, I'm applying a lot more pressure. See how his head changes colors? You can see the difference. All right. So we switch that grip. Okay. So I'm grabbing just the lapel portion, or the collar, sorry, here. So once you come up, here, and as close as you can to the neck, palm up. Okay. So it's kind of a pull here, and watch this leg here drive that pressure in. Okay. So the first one, we're going to come over, and you want to pull up and drive the head in. Okay, what I don't want to do is this, because now my weight goes back, he starts to sit up. And palm up and switch. Come over and pull. Okay, I can even use this to kind of move the head out of the way to get that space. So when you grab, don't just feed it here. So now I have a lot of space on this side. Once I get here, I almost want to grab on the back side of that other hand to keep it tight. It may take the slack away here, but a lot of time it creates this. So when you grab, it's got to be thumb up. If I keep this grip, you tend to come across the throat or open your elbows. So I want this and pull. Okay. If you go too deep, there's no pressure on the neck. Okay, so you don't want any space on the sides. Same setup. Okay, difference is now he's going to use that hand to block. Okay, which is great for me. So you can control the sleeve, but you can see how if he shuts the space down, it's hard. So I want to fake the choke a few times, get him to use that hand, and then control the elbow. So now I follow the arm over, and as I drop to my knees, I feed his bicep into my elbow, and then hug. Got excited. So he's just using that to block. Pull, and make sure you want to feed it inside here. Don't go this way. Okay. Across, and then hug, and squeeze. If you have tight shoulders, you'll tap before it even gets over. But really focus on getting his bicep in your elbow. It's too high, elbow's gonna go back. Setup's the same. Well, the difference now is he's blocking. So you gotta bait it a few times to get him to wanna grab. Because if he just keeps the hand here, I can open it up. Okay, cup it and sit back. You gotta get him on his edge and hug. But remember, if I don't get him all the way to his edge, like if I get here and I kind of stop, I don't want them to pull the elbow back. That's why it's good to slide yourself back here. So once that arm comes up, I'm creating that space when I come back and then trapping that arm under my chest here. So when you hug, don't come over the back as much as you're here, because now I can pull him in. This just kind of squeezes, and I have to pull a lot more with the collar. If I come here, I just hug. This I have to squeeze. There. So sliding back helps put that arm inside the elbow.